So I just transferred those notes over, and you can still see them there on the video. By the way, as a business owner, like, it's frustrating for me when I have expectations for people and I ask them to do stuff and they don't do it. It's like, get on point, people. Like, life is intense. Making money is hard. You know? Like, come on, execute, make it happen, get it done. So sometimes I'm a pretty intense person. And I know that, so like, I check in with people like, am I being too intense for you? All right, especially when I get tired. Dog, so we're gonna have dog ID, DID, and dog name, and breed. Should we put breed here? Mm-hmm. Yeah, how should we store it? Should we just write down German Shepherd and let the user type that in? Or should we let the user type in Appenzeller or Poodle? Or maybe it's, you know, it's just a Shepherd, not German. Now we have data validation, data integrity errors. We're going to have all kinds of weird things typed in with misspellings. So drop-down menu might be an option. How are we going to populate that drop-down menu? What are we going to store? Do we want to store the whole name every time? Why? Why are we going to store all those bits? Right? So what we're going to do is we're going to have another table. And just, you know, I might make some mistakes here. And dog ownerships, let's make our tables plural. And breeds will be breed ID and breed name. And then right here we'll just store breed ID. Can one dog be more than one breed? No, not in our. Every dog's a mutt. But in our database, you have to make these decisions. I want to know what you think your dog is. That's it. I don't care about the DNA test you did on your dog. I don't care that he's like 45% Tibetan guard dog, 32% Mastiff. What do you think your dog is? You think he's a Rottweiler? Cool, he's a Rottweiler. Looks like a Rottweiler to me. Right? Like, we don't care. It's about, like, you know, at some point you have to say, this is the way it works. We don't need that information. Why might we want to capture that information? And what kind of situation might we want to? If we actually did DNA testing of all the dogs and then we stored what kind of dogs they were, and then we had like cameras monitoring the dogs with artificial intelligence and machine learning to note the aggressiveness of dogs and how well they play and how well they socialize with other people, how good they are with kids when kids come on site and visit the dogs, and the ML that could then correlate, the machine learning could then correlate, you know, like dog behavior with, you know, breed. Oh, look, you know, this has a lot of that, and the dog's doing a lot of this. That'd be awesome. Kind of pointless because most of us know, you know, it could shed light on it, but most of us know, like, poodles are really smart, like those large poodles. And chows, dogs with black on their tongue, are likely to eat their owners. You know that? Yeah. All right, so we'll just store one breed. Boom. One dog could have one breed. What kind of relationship is this? Could one breed be associated with more than one dog?
Yes.
Yeah, right? One breed could be associated with more than one dog. Because we could have 20 Doberman Pinschers in our database, right? Can one dog be associated with more than one breed? Not in our database. And then we have dog ownership. One customer can have many dog ownerships. They might bring in many dogs. And one dog could have many owners, many customers. So then we could say, oh, are you one of the dog's owners? Oh, cool. Let's see your driver's license. Sweet. Take your dog. And then we also have this, when they need to drop it off. You guys want to keep going? You gals want to keep going?
I have a question.
What's up?
Why does it say OOID?
DOID.
Oh.
DO. Dog ownership ID. And that's an example of like you want to, make sure that your things are clear. So it's maybe not quite clear enough, but I just don't want to write more because I have limited space. So the next thing we need to do is have some sort of stay, some sort of check-in. What's that going to look like? What should we call that table? Check-ins? Does that capture the semantics as well as possible? Arrivals? But it's also going to include departures, check-ins. So we're leaving out the departure part, check-outs on that.
Check-in, check-out?
I think stays.
Stay date.
Yeah, I think just stays would work for me. And what are we going to need with stays? And I don't know where this is going. I've never diagrammed dog kennels before. So SID, stay ID, and dog ID. Do we want customer ID?
Yeah.
We need, the dog is who's coming in, right? But if we put customer ID, well, one dog might have 2, 3, 5, 8 people associated with it. So I'm just going to put dog ID. That's the one dog that's coming in. And then we could do a query, well, that dog's here. Who are its customers? And it'll give us like 2, 3, 7, 8 people who are the customers that own that dog. So stay ID, dog ID, and then end date. S out date. So end date, out date. Anything else we want to know about it? We got the stay, end date, and out date. In the kennel, people leave dogs. That's kind of like that. They're leaving dogs. But then we might want to know kennel number and food notes and exercise log. So we'll do that in the next video. So I like trying to keep these videos shorter than longer. And this one right now is 8 minutes.